Hola a todos y bienvenidos una vez más a un nuevo episodio de Cinemaniacos. Prepárense porque en el único programa de la televisión bahiense donde te acerca todos los estrenos y avances del cine. Comenzamos. Ahora en Cinemaniacos nos metemos ya mismo en la primera de las salas para conocer los estrenos de esta semana.
Human touch. We need that touch from the one.
En la primera de las salas nos encontramos con A 2 metros de ti. Stella Grant pasó gran parte de su vida dentro del hospital. Tiene una enfermedad en sus pulmones que requiere aislamiento y evitar contacto con cualquier persona o cosa que pueda transmitirle una infección. 2 metros de distancia sin excepciones. En el mismo hospital se encuentra Will, quien no ve la hora de escaparse del lugar y ver el mundo. A punto de cumplir los 18 años, no ve la hora de poder tomar sus propias decisiones y desconectarse de todas las máquinas que lo rodean. Stella y Will se encuentran, se conocen y se enamoran, pero por la salud de ambos deben mantenerse separados.
These meds are not optional.
Yeah, that's probably why they keep shoving them down my throat.
Okay, we're gonna do our treatments together, so that way I know you're actually doing them.
Shake on it.
Funny.
Baby, it hits so hard, holding on to my chest.
Don't tell me the one time you're interested in some guy, he's also got CF.
I just helped him set up his med cart.
I know you, Stella. Organizing a med card is like flirting.
6 feet apart at all times. You both know the rules. You catch his infection and you can kiss new lungs goodbye.
I don't want to hurt you. I can't.
This whole time I've been living for my treatments instead of doing my treatments so that I can live. And I want to live.
After all the CF is stolen from me, I don't mind stealing something back. 304 millimeters, 12 inches, 1 foot.
So hard, holding on to my chest. Maybe you left your mark, reminding me to forget.
5 feet apart.
Doesn't matter where you
Are you in?
are, you can keep my request. You left your mark.
Watch the silver eye on top of the arm. Just watch. Every time it swings, let's pretend we're unraveling a piece of string, little by little. Let's pretend that piece of string is time, unraveling minute by minute, second by second, going backwards, time slipping away.
Maligno. Una madre preocupada por el comportamiento perturbador de su hijo está convencida de que algo sobrenatural está transformando la vida del pequeño y de quienes lo rodean, poniéndolos en peligro.
Further away. We're going back through your life, back to when you started school, when you first learned to walk, when you were just a baby. Back to the day you were born. Back to the time before this body. I'm no longer speaking to Miles. I'm speaking to the person who has taken residence inside his body. You came uninvited. Tell me if you can hear my voice.
Miles?
Miles, what's wrong?
Mommy, I'm scared.
Come here, baby.
¡La puta! ¡Que vale la pena estar vivo!
Hoy en Bandas de Sonido de Cinemaniacos nos vamos al 10 de agosto de 1995.
Estoy cansado de buscar
Allí nos encontramos con Caballos Salvajes.
algún lugar encontraré.
José Héctor Alterio, un viejo anarquista, entra en una financiera y amenaza con suicidarse si no le devuelven el dinero que le hurtaron. El joven empresario Pedro Mendoza, Leonardo Esbaraglia, desbordado ante esa situación, abre todos los cajones de la oficina y le da todo el dinero que encuentra, que resulta ser una fortuna robada por la empresa a sus contribuyentes. Una película llena de aventuras y con una banda de sonido espectacular. Escuchamos en Cinemaniacos a Andrés Calamaro con el tema principal de la película Caballos Salvajes. Algún lugar encontraré.
Ayer la tormenta casi me rompe el corazón, pero igual te quiero. En algún lugar el tiempo y la distancia ya no existen para mí. Lo dejé todo, aunque todo lo recuerdo muy bien. Y a fuerza de partir voy a saber lo que es volver y volver. Un ángel me vino a buscar. Igual no lo quiero seguir. Me dice la gente que deje de pensar así, pero igual te espero en algún lugar. Te espero. Perdí noción del tiempo y el lugar. No sé ni dónde tengo la nariz. ¿Será que las cosas no vuelven al mismo lugar? Pero igual te espero. En algún lugar te espero. ¿Será que las cosas no vuelven al mismo lugar? Pero igual algún lugar encontraré. Pero igual no tengo a dónde ir.
being able to introduce the characters, being able to organize them. I guess Nick Fury becomes what we, I guess, know as a master manipulator. That's his superpower. He knows how to bring people together and manipulate them to get them to do what needs to be done to serve the greater good.
About to show these boys how we do it. You ready?
Higher, further, faster, baby.
Yes, babe.
Higher. Further. Faster. Higher. Further. Faster. Try to keep up.
You know, part of the challenge for this particular film, Captain Marvel, being that, you know, I got two eyes and it's 20-some, almost 30 years ago, I kind of have to forget who Nick Fury is at this particular juncture in the movies that I've done before, because he hadn't formed those opinions yet. And he's essentially a bureaucrat, you know, or an alphabet badass in one of those government alphabet things. He's still a badass, but he kind of takes orders. He listens to people that are above him. He wants to call in and tell them what's going on and not necessarily keep it to himself and see what path is going down so he can make it his.
We need heroes. We need you.
There is a buddy cop element to it with me and Carol, and it almost develops like a Lethal Weapon kind of thing. I mean, we meet, we're kind of in an adversarial position. We don't have to have a knockdown, drag-out fight to become buddies, but we have to come to a place where I understand something about her, she understands something about me, and there's a level of trust in that belief of who each person is and helping that person discover something. She helps me discover things about myself, and I help her discover things about herself.
I'm gonna end it.
What Brie brings to this is that level of respect of an audience that I'm talking about. She's done a very serious movie, and she won an award for. She's done a very funny movie with Amy Schumer that people loved and laughed at. And she's been in an adventure story that I happen to be in with her, where we're running from a big hairy monster. But she also has this real life thing that's very genuine for young women and women in general, where she's a champion of women's rights. She's a believer in the equality of standards for everybody to live by. And people respect her for that.
We need heroes. We need you.
Captain Marvel is about somebody who goes on a journey of discovery. And I think it was really important for Brie to learn how to fight.
By the time we started shooting, I had been training for 9 months, and I'm glad that I did. Doing fight sequences up and down a train for 3 days felt kind of alive.
The thing that I found so unique about this character was that sense of humor mixed with total capability in whatever challenge comes her way.
You know how to fly this thing?
We'll see. Which I realized after going to the Air Force Base is really what Air Force pilots are like.
That's a yes or no question.
Yes. We simulated a dogfight. We were on the offense, we were on the defense. We got to 6.5 Gs.
It was amazing.
It's a lot of work. She brings so much of that to the role. It's pretty awesome.
Grunge is a good look for you.
Did you have a rough day, Agent Fury?
I'm gonna need clarification on this space invasion.
Skrulls are infiltrating your planet. They're shapeshifters.
Okay,
prove you're not a Skrull.
That's a photon blast.
And?
A Skrull cannot do that.
I'm just supposed to take your word for that.
You know, there's a lot of great characteristics that I feel like are within Carol and Captain Marvel. I think first, that ownership. She is super strong and doesn't apologize for it. I think she has a very healthy ego in that way, that she carries herself, owns herself, and also has a sense of humor. She can make fun of herself, which means she makes fun of a lot of other people. And like you've maybe seen in the trailer, she gets back up. When she tries, it doesn't always mean it's a successful try. Sometimes she fails and falls on her face, but she always gets back up.
We are Kree. Strong, united. You have to let go of the past.
I don't remember my past.
Control it.
The hardest part of playing Captain Marvel was also the most fun part, and it was doing all of the stunts and the fight choreography. I'd spend my weekends learning new fight routines so that we could perform them during the week. So it meant a lot of extra hours and extra time, but it was so much fun. I loved working with all of our aliens and other stunt folks to learn these techniques, and it's like being a dancer. So it's a little bit of a departure for me than doing the typical, like, making faces, saying words, emotions, you know?
I have this power, but I don't know where it came from.
I've never seen anything like her.
You think you can find others?
She's just the beginning.
Well, Goose kind of holds an important piece of her past, and ends up becoming a very interesting character of interest in this film. If I told you what was going to surprise you about this movie, it wouldn't be a surprise. So I'm just going to let you know that you will be surprised if you see this movie.
You've come a long way, but you're not as strong as you think.
What is this?
The SHIELD logo.
Does announcing your identity on clothing help with the covert part of your job?
Said the space soldier who was wearing a rubber suit.
God, seems like 1,000 years ago. I fought my way out of that cave, became Iron Man. Realized I loved you. I know I said no more surprises, but I was really hoping to pull off one last one.
The world has changed. None of us can go back. All we can do is our best. And sometimes the best that we can do is to start over.
I saw all these people die.
I keep telling everybody they should move on. Some do. But not us.
Even if there's a small chance, we owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try.
We will. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
I like this one.
Bienvenido a bordo.
Justicia por mano propia.
I need a color photograph of George Washington.
I'm looking for a globe of the Earth. Isn't there a life-size one?
I'm looking for a list of laws I can break that would send me back to jail for a couple of months.
Morning, Nick. Morning, Mr. Goodson.
It must be really nice to have a job where you get to sit around and read all day.
It's all drunks and crazy people.
Sir, you're gonna have to put your clothes back on. Are you gonna do something about this? Because he's kind of ruining the song for me.
The homeless man was found dead outside the public library.
When it gets this cold, I don't know why they don't just let us stay here.
Mr. Goodson, I gotta talk to you. There's not enough shelter for us people on the street.
Who is us?
We could all come stay at your place.
There are a lot of cop cars. Is everything all right?
Patrons are staging an action.
The library has not been sanctioned an official emergency shelter.
So now is probably not a great time to come and get my library card.
So come on down, bring your sky.
This is Detective Bill Ramsden. Sooner or later, you're gonna have to open that door. They're not coming out of there unless we make them.
I am not prepared to be in a standoff with a cop.
You're the one who's always like, Vive la Resistance.
This is bigger than riding the metro and getting organic food.
We're a public library, not a shelter for the homeless.
Why do all this? For what?
Let them know that we still matter.
Use it to get some food, maybe a room.
You're gonna offer me money and then tell me what to do with it? How you know what I need? Tell them this is a peaceful demonstration.
Look, why don't you just hand the phone to the guy that's doing all the talking?
I don't want to talk to the police.
Stop, please!
You stumbled upon an opportunity. I can make you rich. Rich enough to impress a princess. What would I have to do?
There's a cave of wonders. Bring me the lamp.
O great one who summons me, I stand by my oath, loyalty to wishes 3. I'm kidding. Watch this.
Watch out! You done wound me up. You ain't never had a friend like me.
Hey, can you make me a prince?
There is a lot of gray area in Make Me a Prince. I could just make you a prince.
Oh, no.
Y'all see my palace?
You look like a prince on the outside, but I didn't change anything on the inside. Showtime.
No, I'm in charge, okay? I say when it's time. Really? I thought a princess could go anywhere.
Not this princess.
Do you trust me?
Don't you dare close your eyes. Hold your breath, it gets better. Let me share this whole new world with you.
all these nicknames. Speedo, Viking, Eskimo.
It's a gangster thing.
Did you have a nickname?
Wingman.
Wingman. Gonna kill him. Know those guys.
One guy can disappear. Two, who wants me dead?
Cuando la vida se pone difícil, aquellos que amamos son los que nos ayudan a salir adelante. Yo nunca iba a dejar de buscarlos.
Ese perro le salvó la vida.
¡Venga, chimuelo! No eres nada sin tu dragón.
¡Ataca! ¡Enséñales lo que puedes hacer! ¡Sálvalo! Somos tú y yo, amigo. Siempre.
It's perfect, Tony.
You never win with violence. You only win when you maintain your dignity.
You don't know your own people. You, Mr. Big Shot, doing concerts for rich people.
So if I'm not black enough, and if I'm not white enough, then tell me, Tony, what am I?
Anyone can sound like Beethoven. For your music, what you do, only you can do that.
What do we do about the bone?
You've come a long way, but you're not as strong as you think. This war is just the beginning.
I'm not gonna fight your war. I'm gonna end it.
Aren't you the cutest little thing? Aren't you cute? And what's your name, huh?
Fury.
What's you? I'll be back.
Damas y caballeros, gracias por estar del otro lado. La próxima semana, más avances, más estrenos, más bandas de sonido, más desafíos, más Cinemaníacos. Los dejamos con la cartelera, lo que todavía pueden seguir disfrutando en la gran pantalla. ¡Chao!